Hey guys, thanks for joining. Today we're going to start a series of videos that goes over actual transactions that shows sports card flips for profit from our own transactions so that we can show that sports card investing is a real thing and it's something that you can make money doing. Stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm excited to make this video. I noticed that when I was doing some research, I did not find any videos when it comes to sports card investing that go over actual transactions. There is a lot of general talk, and in my videos I've done that as well. But I thought it'd be prudent just to show people, especially new people coming in, that we are actually making money doing this. And so I want to show actual transactions. I'm calling it Profit Stories. It's going to be a series that we're doing. And we're going to just show, kind of break down the thought process behind the transaction and exactly kind of the bought and sold price and how it all worked out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about a 2018 Optic Baker Mayfield Holo rookie card. And this is actually a fairly rare card, and Optic Holo in general is just super hot, whether we're talking about basketball, football, and I don't really collect baseball, so maybe baseball, but for football and basketball, that's a hot card for depending on the player. So, that was one where I picked it up in January. I'm just looking at, I'm just looking at the purchase date. The purchase date was in January, so we're only talking about a couple of months ago, but it was right at the end of the season. And the Browns not in the playoffs, and Baker's cards, they had been very high. They'd come down in price considerably just because he did not have a very good year. This was one that I picked up for under $100. I think it was right at 99 and change out the door. And you can see that that was in January. I sold it in March, about 2 months later. And ended up turning a pretty good profit. I sold it for $175, so almost doubled my money. But this is one where I feel like it's going to come back to haunt me. This is a card that, it's a fairly rare card. It's one that people want. There's not many of them for sale. I do have one other one of this that I was able to pick up for $120, right around the same time, that I'm going to hold on to. But this is one where I look back and it's like, I might have sold too early because I do think Baker just has a lot of upside. If he has one good season, those cards are going to come shooting back up. And just to kind of give, an overview of where my head is with it and where I make comparisons, I think of Patrick Mahomes as the best case scenario. So as far as quarterbacks go. So if you're looking for upside and you're looking for, okay, I'm investing in a quarterback, what is the best case scenario for this card? All you have to do is go and look at Patrick Mahomes, Optic Holo rookies, rated rookies. Look at the completed sales on eBay. I did do that, and just about a week ago, there's a couple that had sold actually in the last couple weeks. One was at $800. I'll put the screenshot up there. It's at $800, and there's another one that was a best offer taken from $999, and there was a best offer taken, so we can assume that was probably $800 or more. So that gives you an idea of where that card can go to, and that's if Baker wins a Super Bowl and becomes the face of the league, and Pat Mahomes is about as good as it gets. So that gives you a kind of an idea of my thought process. I want these videos to just show, they're very transactional, but give you a little kind of insight into what a transaction looks like, my thought process behind it. So for this one, it's just, Baker were having a rough season. I typically try not to buy during a season, but just because they were on such a slide, his cards were very high going into the season, and they dropped considerably across the board, and I loaded up on a lot of his stuff. So this was one where, I wanted to go ahead and get some of my money back, just because I'm pretty heavily leveraged on Baker. And so it was one where I wanted to go ahead and, get it done. And it is, you never feel sorry for taking profit. At the same time, though, this card, if they start off hot, the Browns just got, some better linemen. They got Conklin. They'll have Odell for another year in that system. They'll gel a little bit better. If they start off the season hot, that card's going to double in price. It'll go from $175 to, it could easily be $350, $400 without any issues whatsoever. So, you know, these are the things that we think about, but happy with the transaction. What do you guys think? Are you also in on Baker? Do you have any insight on this one? This card in particular, I felt really bad letting it go, just because Holo Optics are popular. If you cross that over to basketball, you've got Luka and Trey. I mean, they're expensive cards. So I didn't want to let it go, but you know, I felt like, you know, I needed to go ahead and recoup. What are your thoughts? Comment below, and you guys subscribe. We're going to try to do these. I'm going to try to do the profit stories twice a week. So stay tuned for more.